We're your shortcut to, well, getting genuinely well-informed.
That's the idea. We take a whole pile of research on one topic.
And boil it down.
Oh.
Today, we are going deep on Martin Scorsese's intense 2006 film, The Departed, Oscar winner.
A big one for him.
Yeah, huge. Now, you might just think, okay, great Boston cop thriller, gangsters versus police, super exciting.
And it is exciting. But our sources, they dig much deeper than that.
Right. They see it less as just, entertainment and more as this really kind of brutal look at the American underworld, looking at three big things that are all tangled up: identity, corruption, and this sense of unavoidable tragedy.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's actually based on a Hong Kong film, Infernal Affairs, brilliant film too.
Oh, right.
But Scorsese really makes it his own, puts his stamp on it, classic Scorsese themes, Merle gray areas. And the big question we're tackling, based on the analysis, is why this world feels so harsh. The insight is, well, in this kind of fractured society where crime and ambition are basically roommates, truth becomes this, almost impossible luxury. You just can't afford it.
Okay, so let's unpack that. The core of the plot, this game of mirrors, as our sources call it.
Yeah, it's a great phrase for it. The setup is deceptively simple, almost symmetrical.
Right.
You've got Billy Costigan, Leonardo DiCaprio, young state trooper, goes deep undercover in the Irish mob. Fred Costello's crew, Jack Nicholson.
So he has to basically become a criminal, live that life.
Totally. Give up everything, his entire identity.
And then the mirror image, Colin Sullivan, Matt Damon.
Costello picked him up as a kid, basically groomed him.
Wow.
And placed him inside the state police. He's the mole, the inside man for the mob.
So the cop acts like a criminal, the criminal acts like a cop.
Precisely. It's this closed loop, a trap, and the lie. It's not just strategy, it's how they survive.
Because if anyone finds out who they really are,
it's instant. Game over. Probably violently.
You can just imagine the psychological pressure. Billy especially. The analysis talks about this extreme emotional wear and tear.
Oh, absolutely. He's walking a tightrope constantly. Fear, paranoia. He has to commit actual crimes to maintain his cover.
We see him popping pills, he's jumpy, can't trust anyone. It's eating him alive.
Because he's trying desperately to hold on to who he really is, right? His mission as a cop.
Yeah.
Colin, though, he's the flip side. He seems fine, successful, climbing the ladder in the police department, got the fancy apartment, the fiancée.
Vera Farmiga's character, Madeline.
Right. But Colin is, well, he's completely hollowed out by the lie. He's embraced the mask, but he's trapped too, isn't he? Caught between the police he's betraying and this terrifying boss, Costello, who he can't ever really trust either.
It's like a web, as one source put it, a spider web of false loyalties.
Good way to put it.
And it makes sense then that the sources say the mask becomes the nucleus of existence. It's not just for the job.
No, it bleeds into everything. Look at Madeline.
She's involved with both of them, and neither can be honest with her.
Exactly. It shows how the deception just poisons everything it touches. For Colin, she's part of his perfect facade, his cover story.
Yeah, proof he's a normal, successful guy.
And for Billy, she's maybe this lifeline, a chance at something real. But he can't tell her the truth either. So even his potential comfort becomes another source of intense anxiety.
It's just layer upon layer of deceit.
And Scorsese is brilliant at showing this visually, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. The reflections, mirrors everywhere, shadows, claustrophobic spaces.
They're not just cool shots, they're metaphors, right?
Yeah.
For this fractured reality. One source said, the mask is the true face.
That's chilling. You see Billy looking at himself, almost not recognizing the guy looking back.
While Colin looks in the mirror and basically sees success, confirmation the lie is working.
Maintaining that double life, it's got to be this constant psychological battle.
It is. But it's not just happening in their heads, right? This breakdown is a symptom of something bigger.
Which leads us to the second theme.
Corruption.
Systemic corruption.
Yeah, the whole system is sick. The Departed isn't good cops versus bad guys. It's murkier.
It shows the police and the mob are almost intertwined. They infiltrate each other, need each other.
They absolutely contaminate each other. Power in this world isn't clean. It's this dark network, as the analysis calls it. It runs through everything. Institutions, families, relationships.
Everything's compromised.
Pretty much. The lines are just gone. Because the state kind of needs the criminals, and the criminals need protection from the state. It's this weird, symbiotic, toxic thing.
And Frank Costello is the embodiment of that, right? Nicholson's character, he runs the streets and the police stations.
Total impunity. He is above the law because he kind of owns parts of it through guys like Colin.
And he has that line, that really dark philosophical bit.
Oh, yeah. Better to be yourself in hell than to be another in heaven.
What does that even mean? Is he saying be authentic even if you're evil?
Well, the analysis suggests it's deeper. He sees heaven, the legitimate world, institutions, politics, as inherently hypocritical, full of masks and lies. He thinks his power in hell, the underworld, is more honest, more real. He's rejecting the system's pretense, which is, terrifying logic.
So if Costello represents that, what about the police? They're supposed to be the good guys, the counterweight.
But they're not. That's the point. The sources are clear. The force is equally tainted.
Moles, corruption, shady deals right up to the top brass.
Exactly. So you have this symmetry. The criminal thriving as a cop, the cop falling apart, playing a criminal. It shows the whole system's legitimacy has just collapsed.
So the real conflict isn't just Billy versus Colin. It's about how crime and the state are basically gears in the same broken machine.
Right. And in that kind of setup, morality, truth, totally irrelevant. Survival is everything, controlling the story.
And chasing power just eats you alive in the end.
That's a trap. Always a trap in Scorsese's world.
Okay, so if the system is rigged, truth doesn't matter. What kind of ending is even possible?
Well, that brings us to the third theme, tragedy. Pure, unavoidable tragedy.
Yeah, the sources emphasize there's no redemption here, no comfort. It feels fatalistic.
Very much so. Like Greek tragedy, almost. The characters are doomed by the choices they made or were forced into by the lies.
There's no escape hatch built into this world, and the ending for both Billy and Colin just hammers that home. Ruthlessly.
Yeah, it's brutal. Billy Costine, the hero, supposedly he does his job, he gets Costello exposed.
And then bam, executed. Just moments after he thinks he's finally safe, finally revealed himself.
His sacrifice means nothing in the end. Wiped out instantly.
And Colin, the imposter. He gets away with it for a while, climbs the ladder.
Betrays everyone, including Costello.
But he doesn't survive either. He gets his own execution in the end.
So death isn't just like plot resolution. It confirms the core idea. In this fake world, there's no room for heroes and really no room for survivors either. The lies consume everyone.
Wow. And it's not just them, right? The tragedy spreads. Madeline.
Yeah, her potential for a normal life, for connection, is just shattered. She finds out the truth or parts of it, and she's left completely adrift. Trust is impossible now.
The violence feels constant, but not just for shock value.
No, it feels like the inevitable result. The final expression, one source says, of an order built on lies. When everything's a mask, maybe the only way to find out who is through bloodshed. And even the survivor is probably just another liar.
Which brings us to that final shot, the rat.
Ah, yes. The rat on the balcony railing.
Yeah.
With the Massachusetts State House dome right there in the background.
Iconic image. What's the take from the analysis?
It's pretty direct symbolism.
Yeah.
A rat is, an informant disease infestation.
Yeah.
Seeing it literally crawling across the view of the seat of government. That's Scorsese's final word. It basically says the whole system is infested. The corruption isn't just Costello or Kahn, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Collective.
So, wrapping up, The Departed is way more than just a cops and robbers flick.
Oh, absolutely. It's a masterpiece of contemporary storytelling because it's just so raw about how society can become this maze of masks where nobody's truly safe.
Okay, so, key takeaways we've hit. Identity is fragile when you compromise your morals. Corruption isn't isolated. It can be systemic, everywhere. And tragedy feels inevitable when lies become the foundation.
And it really pulled together so many themes Scorsese had been exploring for decades. No wonder it finally got him that Best Director Oscar.
Yeah, long overdue. So if we take this critique seriously, that the film shows a world where the system demands you wear a mask, demands you compromise just to function. Here's something to think about. In a world like that, one that seems to reward being fake, what's the real cost of even trying to hold on to your true self? Is integrity even possible, or just a fast track to getting crushed?
Heavy question.
Something to chew on. Until next time, keep digging deeper.